Hi guys, so today we're going to do a short practice all focused on healing. So light a candle, get in something you can move in, and join me for 15 minutes of self-care to help you connect with the body, quieten the mind and recenter. Let's start. Into your mat and we'll come into a child's pose to start off with. So big toes to touch, knees almost as wide as the mat. If that's not comfortable, it can be a closed leg child's pose as well. And if you want to bring a cushion as well in front of you to lean on, that's okay too. So get set up and then inhale to lift up first of all to create space. And exhale to fold forward, melting the chest to the mat and bringing the forehead down as well. Taking a nice deep breath here, so in through the nose and then big exhale out through the mouth. Walking the hands to the right and again big inhale through the nose, out through the mouth, back to center. Take a breath here. And then walk your hands out to the left this time. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. Walking your hands back to center. And then really slowly, no rush, we're going to walk the hands back towards the body. So we eventually come back up to seated. And then bring the knees in. So from here, inhale to reach the arms up and overhead. And then exhale, bend the elbows, interlace the fingers, place them at the back of the head. And we'll do some spinal movements to wake up the body. So inhale, puff the chest out, drawing the elbows away from each other to encourage that expansion of the chest. Lift the gaze. Exhale to round it all in, so round the back, chin to chest, and drawing the elbows towards each other, but still having some resistance, so they're not all the way to touch. Inhale, expand, lift the gaze, and exhale, round it all in. 2 more rounds, inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Coming back up. Releasing the hands. Placing them down onto the mat. Coming to a tabletop position. And then we're going to do some similar movements. That's similar cat-cow movements, but with some additions. So inhale, push the belly towards the mat. Lift the gaze, look up. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest. So the option here is you can keep going with the cat-cow, or you can introduce some more somatic type movement. So maybe like a rounding circular motion coming from the hips, on one direction and then the other. Or maybe like a side to side. So you have some options here, and really it's whatever feels good, whatever movement you'd like to take right now, because we're trying to introduce some meditative movement, including the head in this as well. So just connecting the movement with the breath, maybe closing the eyes. Slowing down the pace to allow the brain to really connect with the body and connect with the movement. Just these gentle spinal movements. And you could stay in that position and do that for much longer, but from where we are, we're going to come back to a neutral spine. And then right arm reaches up towards the sky, opening the chest up to the side. And then on the exhale, we're going to thread it through. So threading it underneath the left arm, bringing the right shoulder down towards the mat and then stretching out that left arm. Spreading the palm, connecting with the mat. Bringing a little bit of weight onto that right shoulder. Maybe you feel a slight bit of discomfort in this posture, but just try to breathe through it. Walking the left hand towards the body again. Pushing through the left hand to lift that right arm underneath and then back up. Placing it down onto the mat. Other side, left arm reaches up. And exhale to thread it underneath the right, bringing the left shoulder down to the mat. Straightening out the right arm. And maybe the cheek as well, and the head comes down towards the mat. Really breathing into this, so big inhale. And exhale. Bringing the right arm to the body, pushing into that right arm to release the left hand, stretching it up once again, and then placing it down onto the mat. So from this position, we're going to come into a downward dog. So first of all, walking the knees back a few inches, tucking the toes. Inhale, strong core to lift the knees, lift the hips up to the sky, and then send them back. And then from our downward dog, again, any movements that feel good. So maybe a pedaling of the feet. Maybe again, it's those circular motions with the hips. Or side to side. Any movement you need to take right now. Really coming into the body. And then come to stillness for one breath. Big inhale. And exhale. Inhale, ripple forward into high plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, lowering all the way down to the mat. Inhale, melting the hips to the mat as we push through the hands to lift the chest into our cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, strong core, up to downward dog. Exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts all the way to the sky, three-legged dog. And then bend the knee and open the hip out to the side, so bringing the heel towards the bum cheek. Exhale to step that right foot in between the hands at the top of the mat. Coming up to our high lunge, bring the knee down. So you could be here in this deep version that I am, or you could shuffle that back knee a little bit closer so you're a little bit higher up. From here, taking a deep breath. And then we're going to reverse it. So inhale, left arm comes down to the back, and inhale to lift the right arm up and reaching back, looking up. Cartwheeling the hands down to frame that front foot once again, tucking the back toes, stepping it back, downward dog. Left leg this time lifts. And then bend the knee, open it up. So kind of a part of healing as well as that calming, is also feeling that strength. And within this posture, as we push into the hands, lifting that leg up towards the sky, open up the hips. Maybe you can feel that strength there. Left foot even steps forward to the top of the mat. Come into our low lunge. And let's reverse it. So inhale, left arm reaches up and leaning back. Gazes towards the sky. Exhale to cartwheel the hands down, framing the front foot. Tuck the back toes, step it back, downward dog. And then really slowly, we're gonna walk to the top of the mat. So maybe this takes 2 or maybe even 3 breaths. No rush. And then when you get nearer to the hands, so you're bending the knee. Inhale, half lift, look up. And then exhale to fold. Let it all hang out. And then just sit down. Find your seat. Straightening out the legs in front of you. Inhale to grow taller, create space between the vertebrae. And then exhale to fold over the legs, but we want to try and maintain a straight back. So this means gaze is up. Just reaching towards the toes, no worries if you can't reach them. Taking a breath here, so inhale to maybe come up an inch. And exhale to possibly go slightly deeper. And again, inhale coming up an inch. And exhale to go a little bit deeper. And really focusing in on the breath here. Trying to quieten any of that internal chatter, that internal dialogue. Inhale, come up. And then lie all the way down, keeping a bend in the knee. Palms down either side of the hips, and then push into the palms to lift the hips up off the mat, engaging the glutes to let the hip flexors know that they can relax. One breath here. And then release it down, releasing the hips down to the mat. And the feet, widen them to the distance of the mat. And then we're going to do a gentle twisting of the spine. So from right to left, we're just going to windscreen wiper the legs. Maybe spreading out the hands, palms facing the ceiling, closing the eyes. And then come back to center. Straightening out the legs. Spreading out the arms, coming to our Shavasana, our final pose. And taking some of those big breaths again. So inhaling through the nose and out through the mouth. So we'll start now, inhale. Exhale out through the mouth. And maybe even on your next exhale, we want to release tension. So maybe even a bit of sound comes out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And again. Whatever comes out, you're in the comfort of your own home, so do whatever feels good. Exhale it all out. And then coming back to your normal breathing rhythm. Whatever that is for you. Noticing the body, noticing the sensations. Is there any lasting tension that you can feel in the shoulders, in the jaw, in the forehead maybe? And work to release that on your next exhale. Then you can stay there for longer, but we're going to end the practice there. I hope that helped you relax and feel more healed. Join me next time.